Hi everybody, Lori Fullbright here. Let's talk about why you should not open your door when someone knocks on it. The number one thing you should never do if someone knocks is pretend you're not home. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. But if someone knocks and you need to talk through the door, hey, who are you? What do you need? How can I help you? The temptation is to open the door and go, can I help you? But I have covered so many crimes in my 33 years of where bad things happen in that moment. So I did an experiment. I took an undercover Tulsa cop and we knocked on doors all over the area. And he had a t-shirt, jeans, and a clipboard. That's it. And he would say, I'm with the city of Tulsa. There's a new water heater ordinance. Your water heater's got to be 4 inches off the ground. I need to come in and inspect it. And how many people do you think not only opened the door and heard his story, but let him in? Every single one. Men, women, young, old, it didn't matter. And one of them was a college girl, and she lives just off campus in a cute little neighborhood, and she said that door closed behind her, that man was standing behind her, and she thought to herself, what have I done? It's too late, right? Of course, he immediately pulled out his badge, told them he was doing a story with News on 6, and we interviewed them. But it was amazing to me that no one cared that he didn't have a city uniform. No one asked for a city ID. No one looked out to see if there was a city truck. And more importantly, didn't say, I don't even care if you're real, but you're going to have to reschedule at a time when I can have someone else here, or, when it's safer. Just I'm going to have to reschedule at a time that I choose. I've had so many cases, you guys, where they knock on the door and say, I've been injured, I've been in a car wreck, I've been hurt. And as soon as you open the door, they come in. We have a nun, and a guy knocked on her door and he needed to use the bathroom. And she was beaten and sexually assaulted in her home because she was trying to be kind. And so I definitely understand the need to want to help people who might be knocking on your door for that reason, but you can still help a person without opening that door. You can talk to them through the door. How can I help you? What's going on? I'll be glad to call 911 for you. But be very leery of anybody who says, I need to come in and borrow your phone. I need to come in and borrow your bathroom. And those are very dangerous, tricky situations for sure. So it's great to be able to help people who might need help if they're knocking on your door, but don't just walk up and open the door to anyone because you have no idea what their motives are. And no, I'm not about living in fear, but I'm about having a plan, right? So it's important to know what you're going to do. Don't pretend you're not home, because these burglars are looking for an empty house. They're going to kick your door if they think that house is empty. You don't want to have to come face to face with a burglar in that moment. If you can avoid that by just letting them know this house is occupied, someone's here, by talking through the door to see what the person needs and see if you can still help without putting yourself in harm's way. But too many stories have I covered where you open the door and bad things happen, including the most violent sexual assault I've ever covered in 33 years. So I just want you to be safe out there.